Welcome to the ManScouts podcast. I'm your host, Captain Conan, here with Daddy Dalt, the daddy of us all. I'm the Allfather. You're the daddy. I'm the one that gives wise counsel. You're the one that they call daddy.
Yeah, I'm just daddy.
You're the one that the paternity test. If this was a
mine? We don't
show, you know, hey, you guys are never gonna get a sample of his DNA, but Daddy Dalt might be your daddy.
Here's the thing: I'll never leave you.
He'll never leave you. He will go to the store to get a pack of smokes, but he'll never leave you.
Yeah, write in about what you did, and we'll tell you how proud we are.
We'll say Daddy's proud. Yeah, we'll do a segment called Daddy's Proud.
Yeah. Hey, for all you kids who don't have dads because your mom was a hoe, does that mean?
Because your mom was a hoe. Or because your dad just didn't stick around, right? There's that possibility as well. You're like, no, it's because she's a hoe,
dude. No, come on, Dad, step up. But hey, for the dads that didn't step up, old Daddy Dalt and old Papa Colin over here.
Yeah, if you need someone to throw a football, it's not either of us. But if you need someone to give a stern life lesson and tell you what you're wearing looks kind of queer, then
we'll throw some knowledge your way. That's what we'll do.
Some knowledge your way.
Throw some hard-earned lessons, okay?
School of Hard Knocks. Welcome to parenting with Daddy Dalt and Captain Conan.
You didn't get beat up as a kid?
Get ready for virtual spankings.
Yeah, get ready for virtual spankings on the face, okay?
Yeah, I know you were dropped on your head, but now you can kind of know what it feels like.
Boom. Drop the logic bomb on you. Huh? How about that? Yeah, write in. We'll tell you how proud we are of you, and then you won't have to have any daddy issues.
Daddy is so proud of you. Daddy's so proud.
We are so proud, my child.
My child.
We are proud. And for all you single moms out there, okay? Hey, write in.
Daddy will tell you if he's proud.
Daddy will tell you.
Or if you need a daddy.
Hey, set it up for your kids, okay? Ahead of time. It's like a trust fund, but for a daddy. You know what I mean?
True. My question is, like, have you ruled out of your dating pool? You know, this has been a thing we've talked about in the past, but as your dating pool, have you ruled out single moms?
Bro, I was told recently by somebody who listens to the podcast, they're like, you guys talk about dating a lot on the podcast. And I'm like, so?
Maybe it's because it's the big thing going on in Daddy Dalton's life, huh?
Maybe because everybody does it.
Also, we have great advice regarding it, right?
Yeah,
there's many people I know come to me for advice in regards to dating, knowing that I failed many relationships and got success in one.
Dude, I had someone write in for pickup line advice.
Ooh, do you want to go to that?
Yeah, let's do it. I don't know if we might have to do it later because I don't have it pulled up right now.
You have to prep for that? Okay, that's fine. That's for the future. That's a little teaser to look forward to. I think we should get into the thing we put off since last episode, which is aliens, fact or fiction. I should really put a little drop there with some UFO music or something.
So dude, what is that show called? Oh, that's gonna drive me insane.
Well, there's lots of references we could do. The
Twilight Zone song.
Music. Twilight Zone. There we go.
That's what I was thinking of. That's the song. That's the sound that you made too.
I did. You did. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah.
But that's like the famous. I mean, that's the noise that should be played. Honestly,
that's the one that should be played. So
picture that in your heads, kids.
Government's had a series of congressional hearings where leakers, who say that they were a part of government organizations, positively have corroborated that we have crafts and what is stated biologics.
Now, that's the United States government saying, children, we have aliens. That's what that means.
And so based off that, what do you think? Are you a yay or nay? You saying aliens, do they exist? You say yes. Okay.
I'm going to say yay.
yay that they're here / interacting with.
There's obviously biologics here, dude.
There's biologics.
Okay, probably not a lot of them. I don't think there's lizard people under the Earth's crust.
Well,
now
you're getting into one of my favorite theories. So
I don't think that George Washington was one of those lizard boys.
Lizard people.
I do think that there's a guy in my town named Larry the Lizard King who is raising a lizard army, but that's a different story. And I believe that to be true because I've met him. But I will say, yeah, if they're saying biologics, like they're so afraid to say, like, what else would that be?
Well, they're also saying UAPs, which is really funny. Instead of
what?
I mean, it's another word for unidentified aerial projectile. Something it's another name for UFO. It's essentially the same thing. Yeah.
It's like, hey, you can change the wording. There were biologics. I can't even say it.
Biologics. Yeah.
Biologics. It's like, so there were things. I think this should just come clean, dude. Honestly, tell me what you think. Okay. Because I think best policy, just come clean. What's the worst that's gonna happen? They're like, yeah, we found some boys flying a spacecraft. Turns out they don't look that different from us. Or it turns out they got a couple more tentacles than us.
Turns out they're kind of hot.
Yeah, dude. You know the elves from Lord of the Rings?
Kind of hot.
Kind of hot. That's what was flying the spaceship.
Let me tell you what I think, because call me conspiracy captain over here, right? Conspiracy Conan.
Right. Let's hear it.
I don't exactly trust the government. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't either.
When I'm given this, particularly in a congressional hearing, which I think is more or less just, theater and fugazi, I think that my gut feeling,
mm-hmm.
I don't believe any more than I did previously. I kind of have a hope, right? I'd love to get some alien mix-ups going on. I'd love to Rick and Morty interdimensional travel this stuff, Yeah. But to me, when the government says this, I don't trust you. Okay? That's I don't trust you about numerous wars. I don't trust you about the beginning of the Vietnam War, right?
Yeah, Colin's like World War II.
Cuban Missile Crisis. Yeah. Big conspiracy theory. You know what? World War II, all a hologram. That's how advanced our government's technology is. Completely hologram. Complete work of fictions. Nazis, not even a real thing.
It was all used to cover up the alien attack.
It's all used to cover up the aliens. So yeah, I don't believe any more or less than I did. I'm like neutral. And I think that's actually what public sentiment reflects. We haven't really been talking about it. They kind of just put it out there and we're like, what are the Kardashians doing? So
yeah, that's what was so weird, because I was like, I feel like all growing up, and maybe just because since we were kids, so much information was kind of leaked and everyone kind of like Joe Rogan had his interview with Bob Lazar, and so
Bobbert Lazar, that's a good one.
Old Bobbert, old Bippity Bobberty. But freaking, I remember when I was a kid, if the government came out and said that, dude, that'd be the talk of the town. I'd be like, you guys hear about that? You guys hear about biologics? Biologics?
You hear about the logics of bios?
All the biohazards that are in those planes, those alien spacecraft, bro. But nobody's talking about it. Nobody gives a care at all. Nobody cares.
Yeah. And I'll tell you why people don't care is because they don't believe the government. No one trusts them. That's what I think, right?
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
Hey,
that's exactly
government,
it.
We don't believe you. First you tell us COVID. And injectables. Oh, we shouldn't get locker room vaccines. Sure, we shouldn't. Little known news. Anavar going off the market for even prescription purposes is the government shutting it down.
Really?
Which is one of the safer steroids, by the way. Not that I've taken it.
Why are they shutting it down? Have you taken it?
Because they're a garbage organization. No, I haven't taken it.
Oh.
That was just me being silly. No, but I really, really want to now that they're taking it away.
Why are they taking it away? What's the point?
I mean, I could pull up an article, but
how's my girl supposed to get her Her acne medication, huh?
That's a great
Her,
point. Yeah.
her acne medication that the side effect is acne and a six-pack, huh? How are you supposed to get that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know exactly why. I don't know why the FDA does anything. I don't know why they have a clinical list of vaccines longer than the day is long.
Do you know? Okay, tell me this. Do you know what the clinical reasons for Anavar is?
No, I mean, there's lots of things that are legal for prescription purposes, like,
Right.
GH, right? Growth hormone is prescription, and you
Sure.
can get a prescription for it. Growth disorders, muscle wasting disease, right? Oh no, doctor, my muscles are wasting away. I need growth hormone.
I'm just smaller than I used to be, Doc. Can I
I'm
get
feeling
kind of
weak. Can I get a prescription?
I'm feeling lightheaded.
I think
my
we
head's
need more
lighted.
chill doctors, by the way. Doctors that are willing to prescribe the hard stuff.
Yeah, bro.
Instead of things like
the opiate crisis, dude. Let's stop tracking
the opiate crisis, man. They're gonna let the opiate crisis go on, but we can't get steroids. What are you talking about?
Like, let's let's loosen up these. Listen, if I go to a doctor and I pay them good, hard-earned money, and I want a couple of Xanaxes and steroids, I should get a Xanax and a steroid, and I want the bars. I don't want the pills. Okay. All right. Do you agree? I don't know. Just legalize it, man. Just let them buy it.
I want everything legal, but I'm a radical, right? So I think you should be able to ingest whatever you want into your body because heck, I mean, like alcohol's legal, right? And
alcohol is terrible for you.
Is there any medical benefits to alcohol?
No.
I think not, and I think
well, actually, yes. It's a blood thinner.
Well, I mean, there's other blood thinners that are better. So,
well, but I'm just saying there is a medical benefit to it, and I know this because the doctor told my Grammy Dell, bless her soul, okay, that she could either take blood thinners or have a glass of wine at night.
Yeah, I think that the modern medical advice on that is different. I don't think they recommend that anymore. I think your Grammy Dell had
that long ago.
Well, I think your doctor needs new information. I don't think there's doctors actively. I don't think they're actively prescribing that you would take a glass of wine anymore. That's an old thing that they don't do anymore. Yeah, but rest in peace, Anavar. I'll let you know if it's on the markets of blackness that don't exist that I don't know about.
Ah, man, that sucks, dude. That poor prostitute girl is not going to be able to have her six-pack anymore.
Yeah,
I was trying to think of the nice one, the escort.
Your prostitute friend? Oh yeah, escort. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying. Oh, jeez, bump the table.
You got to be positive. You got to say sex worker.
Yeah, my honestly, I haven't talked to her in like years. I mean, I kind of quit talking to her because she's nice. She's kind of crazy and like, doing illegal stuff that I didn't want to be a part of.
If I start doing illegal stuff, would you not want to be a part of me?
I mean, it depends. Like, what kind of illegal stuff? Like jaywalking? I could be around.
Yeah, I jaywalk all the time, dude.
Yeah, jaywalking is not that bad, dude. The occasional
we're the bad boys of the world. We do jaywalk.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a hard line.
If I start doing hard drugs.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be like,
if I start selling my body for money.
As long as you're not like trying to sell it to me, I think I'd be okay.
Yeah, I mean, you subscribe to my OnlyFans, like we talked about last episode.
That's the thing, man.
But that's different,
bro. Okay, I gotta ask you this.
Ask me.
Just curious what you think. How many of these OnlyFans girls you think are like getting paid to hook up with people? It's got to be a lot, right?
I think.
Or do you think any of them are?
I think high paid ones will go on high paid experience vacations that would make them an escort by definition. Yes.
That's so bizarre to me.
So
it's so weird because it's like,
what can you prove, right? Did you accept money, gifts, and other things, and did you then engage in intercourse, right?
It's such a bizarre thing because it's like, it's so blatantly obvious that that's what you're doing. It's almost like 3D printing a gun and selling it as a paperweight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know anyone who does that. That's crazy.
I mean, I can't imagine there'd be any government organization that would be tracking that at all.
Seriously, I don't think there's open source printing guides out there at all.
Definitely not for firearms.
So if we're going back to aliens, I don't trust the government, right? I don't trust the FDA. I don't trust basically any government organization.
Doing a lot of Boston accents in this. Sorry.
I think that's our go-to when we're talking Fugazi. We're like, well, what do you think we're gonna do? Fugazi. Fugazi just means fake. Yeah.
We should do more British, dude.
Oh yeah. Well, when we're talking about how proud we are of our little daughters.
I don't believe the government. I don't. I does.
I don't believe the government. Neither should you.
I do believe my friends. I do.
Wizard.
Gary.
You're a wizard, Gary.
Now we don't have copyright problems.
Boom. Narrowly avoided the law yet again. So yeah, aliens, really want them to exist, and I want them to look weird. I want them to look like
just crazy.
The little greens. I want them to look, like the tall whites. I want them to, all the variations. Yeah, the big grays. I want them to look like all of it.
Tyranids.
Yeah. Just start naming out Sasquatch, anthropomorphics,
Tyranids. That's a Warhammer 40K thing. You got the elites, the grunts, jackals,
Wookiees,
the
Ewoks.
Yeah. Jabbas.
The Huts.
The Huts. Yeah. The Huts are gangsters.
Oh yeah, we love a good Star Wars reference.
That's awesome.
The Ahsoka series coming out soon. I don't know if you're into that. Ahsoka. They're doing an entire series based off Ahsoka Tano.
I don't know
who's Ahsoka.
She's the one with the 2 lightsabers.
She has 2 lightsabers. She's the ponytail. Yeah, she's the sometimes
apprentice
of Anakin before he turned to the dark side, right? During the Clone Wars.
So did you watch the Clone Wars? Because I never did.
The animated series, no. I tried to get into it a little bit, and to be fair, the Clones series is better, the new one.
Really?
Right? But yeah, still couldn't get into it that much. I mean, I hardly watch animated stuff to begin with. You're an anime guy. You like Dragon Ball Z. Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan is fire.
I'm a big Avatar Last Airbender fan, but that's the only one I think animated wise I really am in. I'm into.
See, dude, I think I tried watching Clone Wars at some point. I don't know. I was probably sick or something. When I get sick, I get real like, oh, what's out there, and I could just watch it.
When you get sick, you binge his stuff. Yeah.
Son of a bitch, man! My screen went off again.
That's okay. We can still see you.
Okay, whatever. Which is dumb because I actually bought the new cable. I just haven't actually had any issues.
And he's back.
Until I record with you.
Yeah. No, it's probably because there's multiple video processing going on. I'll cut that out. But yeah, dude, aliens, I want them to exist. I just don't, I don't know. Yeah. Do I have faith in aliens? Yeah, I have faith. Do I think the pyramids came out of nowhere and the Anunnaki, a.k.a. the Sumerian gods, might have helped? Yeah, I kind of do.
You do? You believe that?
I mean, maybe. Why not?
Dude, the pyramids are fascinating, right? Like, how'd they do it?
Yeah, big mystery.
Dude, if you listen to Joe Rogan talk about that stuff, it's so interesting. Well, dude, the whole reason that the pyramids are still there too is because
of Joe Rogan. Oh yeah,
it's because of Joe Rogan and David Goggins too. He helped with that.
Who's gonna carry the logs and the boats?
Who's gonna carry the boats? Dude, so apparently that's like kind of one of the problems because there was some emperor or something that was like, let's destroy the pyramids. And they're like, this is taking too long. Let's just quit. Because
I mean, you're talking about like moving tons and tons of stone that are massive.
I know. Why didn't they just blow them up, dude? Like,
and there's a whole underground network apparently that hasn't been explored and things like that under the pyramids,
underneath the pyramids.
Bro,
all these like old like dynasties and like empires and stuff did all these cool stuff, dude. Why don't we do any cool stuff?
Hey,
Like, there's a
dude,
tomb
some
in
would say that
China.
our empires are pretty cool. I mean,
Bro, there's a tomb in China. Okay, it's a tomb for one guy, and his casket floats in mercury. They made an entire like scaled size map of like the region with oceans and rivers all in mercury, and they even had on the roof of the ceiling the constellations all in gemstones. Freaking cool. Why don't we
pretty,
do stuff like
pretty,
that?
pretty sick funeral. Yeah, probably because it took a lot of slave labor and a lot of people died in that act. But but besides that, it was probably pretty cool.
I mean, mercury's pretty hazardous, I feel like, but I don't know, dude. Suck it up,
Seriously, suck it up.
Let's
Yeah,
float some
Dalton's gonna
dead
have
people in mercury.
that can be your funeral. Your funeral can be the Mercury floating grave. I'm gonna go more Viking style
Oh,
funeral, right?
you wanna get people shoot arrows at you?
I want people to shoot flaming arrows. I would prefer if you and my friends, who obviously are going to survive me, right? Because I'm going to go down in a blaze of glory fighting so I can get the Valhalla. And you guys are going to just shoot flaming arrows at my Viking ship with my body on. Yeah.
You want a sword or an axe?
I want a sword, a broadsword, preferably one that makes it look like it'd be really tough to wield in actual battle, but I'm so strong I can do it.
So no shield, because it's like two-handed weapon, right?
No shield, dude. Two-handed, like a Conan Barbarian type sword.
You just
Hence
want
the
them
name
in
Conan.
your hands, just in the middle, just kind of like
yeah, just like that, and then the blades like down my body,
like this, or like this.
Like
is it like
kind of like the visual aspect again of the podcast that you're missing out on if you're not tuning in.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's an inside joke. You'll get it when you're older.
We'll tell you about it when you're older.
When you're older, kids. For all you, bastard children out there. Right?
Bro,
Isn't that what you call
children watching this? Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. You little fatherless, cool kids.
You little fatherless kids.
I'm your daddy now.
He is your daddy now. And your daddy, I'm interested to hear your take on this. I saw this. I thought this would be a fun little thing since we go back to the Tates and review their dating advice. We think our dating advice is superior. And, but here is a little take from Tristan Tate, brother of Andrew Tate, on dating, specifically going on dates, who should pay. And
who should pay?
Who should pay? Let me know what you think. Yeah.
Don't take a girl on a dinner date if you have something else that you'd rather be doing. I think that women who go out on dates with men, and this is why women should never pay for dates ever. Women are paying with their time and their attention and their beauty, and how good they make you look when you're sitting opposite them. And if she's dedicated herself at her time to get all dolled up and go out on a date, the idea of her going isn't to impress you. The idea is that she's giving you a chance to impress her, which is pretty good of her. Don't take a girl.
So he's essentially saying, hey, guys should pay for everything on the dates, right? Women are paying, but looking hot. What do you think?
They're making you look good. I mean, yeah, here's the thing, dude. Honestly, like I pretty much always pay for the date, so it's like, what do you?
Yeah, that's kind of the modus operandi. That's kind of the rule. The question is there ever a time where you would go, how they say, Dutch? You go splitsies, if you will, on a date.
Dude, I've never. Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I kind of respect some guys that will, because we actually have a close friend that has said that his like we're paying Dutch, or he's made them pay because they make him wait.
I thought you were gonna say, like, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I've never been on a date.
I gotta be honest.
I've never actually paid for a girl. Yeah,
I've never paid for a girl because I've never seen one. Never seen
in real life in the world. Only AI.
Only AIs. And they're getting better. Their voices start to sound like normal, and not just really.
And visually, they're starting to look real. And now, my inflatable doll looks less real.
But yeah, dude, I'm sure there's like a situation. I can't think of a situation where you'd make a girl pay though. So we have a mutual buddy who.
Oh yeah, tell us.
The girl made him wait like 45 minutes I think it was at a bar, and at that point he was like, dude. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm 10 minutes out, and it had already been like 45 minutes. He's like, I hope you know you're paying at this point.
So
I was like,
he was setting a boundary and saying, hey, like, I'm not gonna let this go for nothing. We're gonna make this kosher. We're gonna make this fair.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because dude, and I'm kind of like, I get what he's saying, but I also am kind of like, they're giving your time, they're giving your beauty. It's like, dude, like,
what if they're not beautiful? I'm just kidding. You shouldn't be on a date with them. Probably.
I know if you don't think they're attractive, right? But like, it's also kind of like, yeah, but I'm also giving a lot of time here, and I'm gonna be completely honest. My time is probably more valuable than theirs, dude. So it's like,
so wow. Now we're seeing a latest Dalton come out. Here's the thing. I agree with the main rule, right? The main rule of like, hey, you should pay for, should pay for the girl.
I agree
in most things,
especially if you ask her out. That's
on
you, bro.
That's on you. Out. Oh, dude, that's a good question. What if she asked you out? Is that switch up the tables?
Yeah, I think it does.
Feminism, dude. Feminism. There you go.
So unless you don't want to go on a date, here's the thing. Maybe that's the rule, right? If she asks you out, and you are in a position where you don't want to pay because you're not that interested, maybe you don't go on the date.
Yeah,
but if she asks you out and you are interested, then maybe you pay for it.
The question is like, if you're willing to pay for her, right? You probably like her, right? Or if you like her, you should probably pay.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I think we got to the bottom of this. Basically, guys, just pay. I don't know.
Just pay. And you know what? The Tates win on this one. For all the bad advice, that's a good one. So
yeah, I mean, for the most part, I feel like that's pretty much the general rule. I'm sure there's exceptions, but
I like it.
And yeah, dude. Honestly, they give some interesting advice.
Dalton's not going to say he fully endorses it, but he does have a PhD in Tate PhD's course.
Yeah, in Pimp and
Hose degree.
That's I was like, I don't remember what the D is because I'm the one that gives him the D. Daddy Dalton. What were you thinking? That's what the D stands for.
Yeah. That's what the D stands for. Don't be thinking anything surless, anything untoward, if you will.
Nothing nefarious.
Nothing that would be insidious, that would make him appear a scoundrel, if you will.
Yes. That would not escalate your mind.
That would sully his good name.
Sully, dude.
Dude.
Could be in a whore. Anyway, what?
And we're back into it.
We're back, guys. I fixed the problem that's been plaguing this podcast for a while now.
And that's his erectile dysfunction.
And I fixed it with hymns.
Not a sponsor. They're not paying a squat, dude. Don't
just
sponsor
kidding.
them.
I don't even know if they do that. You know what I mean? I think they do though.
I think that's what it is. Yeah. Well, dude,
I thought they did hair stuff.
They do all this stuff for men's.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. We don't even care.
We don't even care, dude. Did you get to witness the besmirching of careers that was Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz?
I did not.
Well, this is a summary, okay? This picture right here is just a marvelous shot of Nate Diaz throwing up a guillotine in a boxing match. And he actually squeezed on the neck, apparently. So
he squeezed on the neck.
Yeah, like he actually squeezed the guillotine.
Oh,
during the fight, yeah.
Dude. Oh, that just clicked. This is a boxing match. This is a MMA fight.
This is Nate Diaz boxing Jake Paul, and he lost. There was some good moments. There was some bad moments.
Did he get knocked out or?
No, he didn't get knocked out. It was a decision. It was a 10-round decision, and
10 rounds, dude. Way to go.
In 10 rounds. And what happens inevitably in these things, like with most MMA guys that come into this, is Jake Paul just put out more output. Like he just touched him more, and so he won.
Right.
But at the end of it, he agreed to fight Nate Diaz in MMA.
Hell yeah.
So we'll see if that actually occurs. But
Okay.
he agreed.
Okay.
He said he'd do it, and his word is bond.
Hey, that's awesome. Dude, I hope he does. That'll be good to watch.
Dude, I hope he does, because it would be satisfying. Many people have been wanting Jake Paul to lose in the most embarrassing way possible. And definitely getting closer to that would be him trying to do MMA against Nate Diaz, who is just awesome at jiu-jitsu and has grappling cardio for days.
Okay, so what do you think about this? All the people, because there's tons of people that say that Jake Paul's like fake. He just pays for his wins and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think?
It's harder to know in boxing. Boxing might have more of that if any of the fight world does, but he's looked legitimate and the wins have looked legitimate, like just to the naked eye. And like the incentive for doing this is like not like super not unclear, because apparently Nate Diaz made more money fighting Jake Paul than he did in his entire UFC career. So there's like a monetary incentive for these guys to fight, right?
But dude, do you think that? Because I don't think that.
You think he's paying him off?
No, I think he's not. Everyone says that he is, but I'm like, dude, if you have as much free time as that guy does, and as much money as that guy does, you can do whatever. Like you can.
Yeah, and I definitely don't think I don't think Nate Diaz would be one to take a fall,
Exactly,
or to take
and
an
that's
intentional loss.
Exactly. I don't think he would either. And it's boxing. Like he's fought a lot of really good MMA fighters. Well, didn't he lose to Tyson Fury's son?
Yeah, so he fought I forget what his name is. Not Tyson Fury's son, but his stepbrother.
Oh, it's his brother. Okay.
Yeah, it's his brother. It's not his blood brother.
Stepbrother.
Massively different physiques and a very hot-looking guy by all appearances. Not gay, just saying. You know what I mean?
Hey.
And
Colin's been to a gym or two.
I know what a good physique looks like as someone who's obsessed with my own.
He's been to a gay gym or so. He knows.
I'm telling you what, as someone who's all about the science of dudes, not dude science, but the science of dudes, right?
Colin really likes to study dudes, inside and out.
Let's just say I'm well acquainted with the male physique. Yeah,
but
so
he's married to a girl.
I'm married to a lady, and I have a child to prove our consummation of that marriage. So take that with you will. Yeah. Something that I and most straight guys kind of celebrate is the downfall of the fat pride movement. And what better to celebrate it than Lizzo herself being sued by her own dancers for being weight shamed, quote unquote, and pressured at strip clubs to do sexual things.
Oh, dang.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so Lizzo weight shamed, like called him fat or what?
Yeah, so there's numerous stories, but the funny thing is like Lizzo had this show. And this show was all about finding non-stereotypical dancers. And so the dancers that suit her are fat, right? Everyone on the show is fat. It's Lizzo, the epitome of the fat pride movement. Everyone's like, go Lizzo and your fatness, yay. And then her dancers, which are also fat. And they sued, and they alleged that she pressured one of them to touch a new performer at an Amsterdam club. Okay. That accused the captain of Lizzo's dance team of proselytizing to other performers and deriding those who had premarital sex while sharing lewd fantasies, simulating oral sex, typical dancer stuff. So
wait, what was the last one? What is it? What did she do?
Simulated oral sex and publicly discussing the virginity of one of the plaintiffs. So, simulating oral sex, something that we've never
publicly
done.
discussed
The virginity of one of the, yeah.
How is any of this like illegal? Is that illegal?
It's unclear. You can sue for it. You can sue for harassment, but whether or not it actually like gets, win the case, that's a whole nother thing.
So, okay. So what's your opinion on I mean, pressuring, so your boss pressuring you to do stuff. And I get that your boss, it's like definitely not professional to like, but here's the thing. Like we don't know the context. You know what I mean?
We don't know the context. She could be, it could be jokes.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because can you imagine if it was like a joke? And I don't even like Lizzo or anything. Like,
Oh,
but
you
it's
don't
like
like Lizzo, dude?
I don't really know Lizzo. Maybe she's nice, but I don't like her. I don't not like her. So I'm not. I'm just like I'm not trying to defend her, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. What if she's like in jest, like, oh man, I can't believe you've never slept with somebody. It's so awesome. But then, like behind closed doors, she's like, "Hey, I'm just kidding. Like, I think that's really dope that you do that." And then these fat broads are like suing her, and it's like, bro, why are you suing her? You would have never been able to go on tour ever because you're fat, and the one person who is does not.
It's kind of biting the hand that's feeding you, more or less,
Like
right?
a little bit. I mean, but I also get it. Like, if the alternative is she's exploiting that and being like, "Hey, you guys would never get this chance. It wasn't for me. Now I want you to touch this nude guy in this strip club or whatever." Then it's like, okay, now Lizzo's a piece of trash.
It could be pretty surrealist. I'll tell you what, dude. It seems like a bad design to begin with, right? What you say is, "Hey, this is my charitable interpretation." Is Lizzo goes, "Hey, you know what? We need to get some backup dancers that make me look good. So they need to be fat." And then she has this show, this reality show. She gets these fatsos on, and they get winded.
Fatsos, dude.
Right? That's what the show was, dude. I think the show is called like Getting with the Big Girls or something, right?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was like Finding the Fatsos or something like that. Dude.
Yeah. Extreme Makeover, Finding the Fatsos edition.
And they're winded while they're dancing. Yeah,
I mean,
because that's
they
what's
gotta
crazy.
be because they're huge, dude.
Well, so this doesn't. This is what's crazy to me is these girls' profession is something physical. How are they even fat?
Well, this is the big thing in the room is, like you said, they would probably not be dancers on a big performing stage with a famous artist if it wasn't for Lizzo and that advocacy, right? So Here they are. Here, they're fat. Now, from what I'm looking at, they might not be as fat as Lizzo herself. She looks pretty big. She's a big gal. She's hefty.
Also looks, for some reason, looks tall there.
Yeah, she's probably tall. She's probably could play fullback for a college football team. I mean,
that's pretty cool.
Huge, but they're pretty big themselves. And so, like, I imagine, I could imagine a charitable. I can imagine a charitable scenario where she's like, "Hey, girls, stop eating so much. We're on tour. We're trying to stay fit, right?" Or whatever fit is.
Right.
Hey, you girls aren't really hitting the kick in this one dance number like I need you to. So eat a little less, honey. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Well, dude, I'm gonna say this, man. If I was going on tour or something with a bunch of people who were supposed to be like fit, I would probably make fun of them for that very thing, right?
Yeah. I mean,
I guess that's the difference between guys and girls, though,
We do like to razz. Boys like to
guys
razz each other. Roast each other a little.
Yeah. Guys like to make fun of each other, and girls like to, I guess, like sue people.
Yeah. They talked about like her allegedly making threats, like balling up her fist, cracking her knuckles, and saying, "You're so effing lucky right now." I don't know why I said that in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
So she she's like doing some street hood stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, isn't she kind of like her MO?
Yeah. So she's doing the things that we expect of her. Let's more or less. So
that's kind of, dude. Maybe I'm the a-hole, but it's like, dude, you know what you signed up for. Like, did you think this was gonna go well?
You might be the a-hole in the situation. Well, we'll see. It'll be interesting
That's not to say that
if
Lizzo's.
that lawsuit makes it anywhere.
I'm curious, dude. I mean, maybe I'm completely wrong. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I hope I'm not the a-hole. Hey, you know what? Hopefully these girls are just getting some justice for some stuff. Or maybe that's the wrong way to hope. I don't know, man. I hope it just works out the way it's supposed to.
I hope the legal system determines whether or not there was real injustice. That's what I hope.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that too.
Yep. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. And another, So, I mean, in other news, Sam Bankman-Fried will be going to jail. He's the guy that did the crazy Binance competition. He was the crypto guy that used investors' money to do crazy stuff and had sex parties on an island with nerds. So
what?
Yeah, they were like cohabitating. They were like, in a polyamorous.
Who is this?
Of sex. Sam Bankman-Fried. This was a while ago.
I was like, I don't know who this is.
Yeah, well, he's essentially a nerd. Who?
So he made some kind of Ponzi scheme or something?
Yeah, FTX. It was a cryptocurrency, and it was actually not just a cryptocurrency. It was like a trading platform, like Binance or Coinbase. And he was using investors' money because it's a brokerage, right? It's not like you own the crypto if you do it through that site. He was using the money to own things like buy stuff and live on an island where he has relationships with fellow employees. So, yeah, just, crazy sex stuff, the usual.
On an island.
Where
have you heard that before? You better watch out, man. He's going to go into solitary confinement, get his neck snapped.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself, just so you guys know. And that's our stance on this podcast.
If we disappear, we also didn't kill ourselves.
Yeah, we're not suicidal.
I'm not suicidal at all.
Hillary, I know you're listening. We're not suicidal. Okay,
we are not.
Make that clear right now.
You can't trick our kids, and you can't kill us either, because if you kill us, who's going to tell the children that they're proud? Huh? Who?
That's going to be us. You're going to leave a lot of children fatherlessness if you suicide us.
We're biologics that have needs.
Our biologics are all over the nation. And they're
all over the world. And we're proud of them.
We're proud of our daughters and our sons.
Yeah. We're so proud. Hey, write us in. Once again, I'm going to reiterate. Write in. Let us know what you did. And we will personally tell you how proud we are of you.
We'll let you know if we're proud of you or if we're not, okay? Because we don't just give our praise out for nothing, Yeah,
it's true. Yeah, but if we're not proud of you, we'll give you some advice. Advice from Daddy.
Like a father or daddy would.
And maybe one lucky winner gets a hug, dude.
Aww.
You want a hug from Daddy?
Aww.
Think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. Hug from Daddy.
Oh, no.
Hey,
they might want.
So let me tell you, this is a reoccurring theme of the podcast, but I'm so tempted right now to take a performance-enhancing drug into my body.
Bro,
I'm so tempted, dude.
I'm not even kidding you. I'm about to schedule an appointment to get testosterone.
Hell yeah.
I'm right at the precipice right there. I'm like, everyone I know's doing it, dude.
Dude, everyone you know?
Freaking everybody's doing it.
I mean, I'm not doing it. Yet.
Everyone that I know that means something to me.
Oh, come on.
I'm just playing.
Your podcast husband? You're not going to include me in the conversation?
Hey, yo. Here's the thing, dude. I'm just going to get bigger than you.
All right, dude. We'll see. We'll see if you will.
That's the whole point of it.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I'm looking more at the shredded angle. This is where I'm the aisle.
Yeah, but testosterone will do that too, bro.
I mean, it could, yeah. I'm looking at peptides.
Have you not seen Chris?
Now. Chris looks good. Yeah.
Chris looks fantastic. Good is such an understatement, dude. That guy's body looks like a freaking roadmap, dude. That guy's got veins on his veins. His forearm looks like. Did I say it?
Say it.
Dick skin.
Hey,
He looks crazy, man.
He looks great. He looks great. I'm looking at peptides that'll just like speed up my metabolism more or less. So
Really?
there'll
What
be
are the
growth
risks of
hormone.
peptides?
I mean, you're dealing with different bags of risks for different things. So with peptides, you're looking at things that are under classification most likely as secretagogues. So they'll like increase your metabolic rate, but you might be hungrier, right?
Mm.
So it might be hard to keep off body fat. Testosterone, it's going to have another mechanism. Like that's like the precursor to testosterone or other hormones versus just taking testosterone, right? That's kind of like the balance you're looking at.
See, dude, I'm just freaking, and I'm tired of seeing all these freaking people on Instagram and at the gym, and everyone's like,
but you got to know that Instagram's like, it's not real. And what I'm saying is like, those guys are probably shredded, but there's good lighting, there's a pump.
there's good lighting. I know, but they'll never say
like
that
3 months ago.
Like, because I know people that like own local gyms in the area who claim they don't do steroids, and it's like, I know you do steroids.
Yeah, and we will never. We want to make it clear on this podcast, we will never claim that we do not do steroids when we actually start doing steroids. Am I right?
If we ever started doing steroids, I'm going to tell you right now, I will tell you without a doubt that I'm doing
He will
steroids.
inject it on stream.
Dude, I would feel kind of a moral obligation because I've had guys at the gym come up to me and be like, dude, your back is incredible. Like, how'd you get it? And I'm like, just keep working out, man. This is like a decade of work. Just keep lifting weights.
Yeah.
Pick up heavy stuff and put it down. But like, if I'm on testosterone, I'm going to tell them straight up. I'm going to be like, hey, just so you know, I looked good before testosterone, but now I look even better. And it's because of testosterone. Because my natural test levels have dropped because I'm getting older and I work a freaking stressful job.
With a sleep schedule that's not really advantageous. Yeah.
No, I don't sleep well. I don't freaking sleep well, guys. And I never have. All right? So my test levels are probably, dare I say it? Ass.
Low.
Oh, yeah.
Low test. Low test. Low T.
Low T, baby. Low T. Low
yeah,
T,
so
baby.
Here's the thing. We're not advocating that you do this. We would never advocate for that.
No.
All right? What we're saying is we're going to be honest with you if we
ever do it.
With the help of a medical professional.
Yes. And I don't think I could do steroids, dude. I don't think I could actually do it because I think it would stress me out so much. I'm nervous that I'm going to get a heart attack from getting the COVID vaccine. And I don't even know if that's a legit concern. But it's in my head. So
I feel you, dude. I feel you. So yeah, there's lots of concerns about taking anything into your body. Well, except sometimes for me on Friday nights when I consume a whole pack of donut holes by myself sometimes.
Bro, sometimes when you I've like lately, I should say, I've thought about when you've called me and told me that. You're like, hey, I went to Wendy's at 2 a.m. and I got this, this, and this, and I ate it all. And I've used that as an excuse to do the exact same thing.
That's hilarious. So you're like, hey man, if Colin could do it, I could do it.
Like, yeah, Colin looks great right now.
Should I just, dude, I don't look as great as I think you think I look. And now it's just a love fest. But now I'm continually, this is the secret of gym motivation, right? Is like, my wife loves the way I look. She doesn't care, right? But I'm like, I want more. I want it. And I'm going after, there's one point that I'm going after, right? There was a moment in 2022, maybe it was 2021, where we hadn't seen each other in a while. You came up to Rexburg, right? I took off my shirt and you were like, wow. You said, wow. And I was like, dude, this is what I'm going for.
Bro, I don't.
The praise of men.
Our brothers trip, 2021 at Lake Powell. I took off my shirt and everyone was like, Dalton, you look good. Dalton's the most cut guy here. And multiple people said it. And dude, after that I was
and now you're just chasing that feeling.
I want that.
The praise of the fellow bros. The praise of other men. No chicks involved.
Right? And it's just like the guys saying things, dude, like that. Like they built me up so much. And it's just like, gosh, dang it, dude.
Yeah, this is it goes kind of dovetails into another thing I want to talk about, which is like the hierarchy of gym motivation, like what it should be and what it is, right? There's things like
Oh, yeah.
so let's just throw something out there. I mean, girls.
Girls is
That's pretty high. That's a pretty high ranking thing for a lot of guys. Is like
it's for
the
huge,
appreciation
dude.
of women, the appreciation of girls
Yes.
to get girls, right?
Absolutely.
Then there is compliments from dudes.
One's higher than the other, for sure.
Which is it?
Dude, now that I'm thinking about it, okay, why did my screen just go out again?
I don't know. I just played off. Just keep going.
Dang, dude. But one of the things that I've been thinking about, because I've had girls be like, dude, you look good. Like, you look really good. But I don't trust girls.
See, that's the thing. Is even if you got
that's
praise from the very girls that you wanted to praise your body,
Yeah.
you'd still be like, nah, it's not enough. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Is that bad?
I don't think it's bad. I think it's realistic. It kind of shows you that it's a you issue and doesn't have to do with the girls, right?
Right.
So that gets to another of the gym motivations, which is to feel yourself like you're shredded / jacked, right? To get to some standard some internal standard you have for yourself. I don't know what it is for you. It's like maybe if you could see your bottom section of abs, right? That's the shredded level I look for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Then there's a couple other ones. There's just generic social status, right? I would throw in there. And then this one's a pretty good motivation. Revenge body.
Dude, revenge body. But like, okay. What's the best motivation though?
Yeah, that's what we got to get into, because I like in terms of healthy or in terms of what is actually the most motivating thing.
Healthy. That's what I'm talking about. Like, what's
well,
the
I don't
most
think I've
healthy?
listed the most healthy. I think the most healthy is to be healthy. I don't know.
Right? Does anybody work out for that reason? I
no
don't.
one does it to be healthy. They just want to look hot.
Or to like, meet some goal. I guess that's a good reason. You have some goal in mind.
Meet a goal
right?
that is some way connected to a metric of health, right? Like to lose a bunch of weight.
See, for me, it's not even like a physical attribute. It's more of like a performance attribute.
So you want to be strong.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like, okay, what's your point of working out? So that I'm effective at my job in this facet, and this facet.
Yeah, that I could dismantle a human being with my body.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to be a human deadly weapon. Yeah, but I don't have any of that motivation. Mine's pretty much motivated solely off of spite.
You're a Dark Lord of the Sith.
Yes. They call me Darth Hideous.
Darth Hideous. Yeah, dude. No, here's the thing. I think in terms of the ideal motivation, it would be health. But I think in terms of what's most motivating, it depends on who you are. But it's either the getting girls or the appreciation from your fellow male peers. Those are the two. I don't know.
And appreciation from fellow male peers. I mean, even that could be kind of like a good, healthy competition between you and the boys, dude.
Dude, between you and the boys getting shredded together, jacked as bros?
Getting jacked as homies? So you all look good in your Halloween costume at the same time? Because you're walking down the street all dressed like Ghostbusters with short sleeve shirts?
You look like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, except you're not wearing shirts. So you the Turtles. So you have no shirt.
Shirtless?
The Teenage Mutant No Shirtles.
No shirtles? Or you look like a couple of
any Halloween costume where you don't have your shirt on.
Pretty much. That'd be like pretty much every Halloween. You can pretty much
shirtless. A construction guy that's just wearing a vest, right?
Yep. Yeah. A cop that's also just wearing a vest.
Chippendale dancer, no vest, just a bow tie.
Greaser, Spartan.
Spartan, toga costume, any type of Greek or Roman god.
Batman, but the symbol's just painted on your chest.
You're just wearing a thong, but you're Batman.
Same thing with Robin, but you're just,
also
different colors.
Thing. Avatar: Last Airbender, you just got an arrow pointed down your chest.
Superman, but instead of buying the inflatable suit, you just get a normal one.
Yeah,
you fill it out.
Yeah, those are all good things. I've been saying this whole year that we're going to do a photo shoot at some point, and we've never got around to it because we never got shredded enough to feel confident.
because neither one of us are confident enough to do it.
So we should get on steroids.
I want to get on steroids so
The
bad.
dark side. The dark side.
The dark side.
Give in to your anger.
Let it fuel your power.
Yeah, so I think we're going to end with that. We're really taking take steroids. We're pretty close. We're on the edge. I'm on the edge of loving steroids in my body.
Slap
All
my
right.
arm.
You have anything left to say to the kids?
Nope. Write in. Let us know why we should be proud of you.
All right. Why we should be proud of you. Love you so much. Bye.
Love you.